Word on the street is the new American dream is to leave America. And your girl got so many, point of views and opinions about this topic because being a male lady and a millennial during these times is just interesting to me. It's very interesting because if you would have asked me back in 2018 how I would have saw the future, I would have saw it from a very evolved perspective. I would have saw things, you know, I don't know if you've always heard this term like from our parents and our grandparents that when you're older, you're going to get to witness flying cars. You're going to get to witness the evolution of technology. Well, from what I'm experiencing and what I'm seeing as a millennial, and many of you can probably also feel and sense this also, which is what made you click on this video. But we in America are starting to see the complete opposite. Although there is AI that is coming in to take our places, we are noticing the the opposite of evolution when it comes to just necessities in life. For example, a lot of people are going back to their old roots. We're going back to the way our grandparents were raised and our great grandparents were raised. We're no longer depending on the system to provide us with things that we used to allow them to provide us with. We are realizing that we are responsible for our health and our life in totality. And so although there is AI and those type of technologies that are evolving, the evolution of mankind's necessities to live is the complete opposite. Although the technology is evolving, us as humanity is literally the opposite. We're going through a transformation to where we're stripping down what we thought we wanted for our American dream, our American life to be this, many of us wanted before 2018, many of us wanted that luxurious life, that life to be, famous or, just have all these nice luxury things. And we're starting to realize that the real luxury is not the things that we thought they were. And it's crazy because the more that things are revealed, the more we realize the things that we wanted as far as fame and things like that is connected to the very people who are keeping us where we are, keeping us sick, keeping us chained, and confused about who we are and why we are here. A lot of us are curious more so about our purpose than about the American dream. The new American dream is to find out who we are and why we are here. As millennials, we've woken up to this inner calling within ourselves to figure it out. A lot of our grandparents and our parents didn't get to figure out who they were. We watched them work and neglect themselves to the point of now you see a ton of millennials and a ton of Gen Z kids and adults trying to figure out who they are. They want to know. And that's the great part about it. You know what I'm saying? The American dream, figuring out who you are so that you can fulfill your purpose on this planet. Rather that is something as small as being of service to people or to your family or to yourself. We're learning that self-love is so important and that it's okay to unplug from everything and you don't have to run yourself in the ground to be considered worthy. And it's just crazy how much, you know, we in this generation has evolved. And even our parents. I'm literally witnessing our parents and even our grandparents starting to realize the trap, the things that we thought were. A lot of us are realizing that our grandparents had it right all along. And it's a good feeling to know that those roots and that wisdom is there. And even though we have gotten it wrong over these past 15, 20 years, we're understanding that, okay, it's okay to get back in that garden and grow our own food. It's okay to learn how to fish. It's okay to go outside. It's okay to turn off our phones. It's okay to learn the basic necessities on how to survive without everything around us. And we are tapping back into that because we understand and we have this feeling, this deep feeling, and it's not just me, it's everybody, to learn how to survive if this stuff is gone tomorrow, you know? I have been watching a lot of people leave the United States, and it's crazy because it's like, I don't blame them. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us, unfortunately, cannot leave the United States due to family things, due to health reasons, due to money, due to many different reasons. However, if you are spiritual and you're connected with Source, you understand that fear is an illusion. So we're not really entertaining the fear right now. We're more so trying to figure out calmness, balance, and how to survive without them, without the help of the system. And to be honest with you, it's revolutionary. It's revolutionary to understand how to take care of your family without anybody helping you, without having to rely on anything but your hands, your wisdom, and your grandparents, and figuring it out. And I'm hearing a lot of like fear mongering going on about you need to leave, and just trying to like scare people. And I really don't think that that's what's needed right now. I think what's needed is the calmness, because the more calmer you are, the more you're able to survive. You're going to survive the more calmer you are. And it's such a good feeling to be in this time, even though it's so dark, because we understand that we're going back to what's needed. So many of us are actually excited for the times that we're in. That's all I'm trying to say, even though it's a dark space, because we understand that in order to get to the light, we have to go through extreme amounts of darkness. Especially if you've had your spiritual awakening, you already know the process of that. We're witnessing the spiritual awakening of the collective and the earth. And it's relieving to know that we're finally getting that breakthrough after all these years of experiencing the hardship, the pain, and the trauma that our families had to go through. So the new American dream right now for us is to be free from all that trauma, from all that. Like we broke ourselves free from the trauma, but what hurts us the most is witnessing the trauma still be recycled through our family, and we can't do anything about it, because when you free yourself, you free yourself. Yes, you free your bloodline from you on, but it's still painful to watch your family go through that didn't get to experience that spiritual breakthrough that they deserve to have. And right now we're witnessing, whether you want it or not, the spiritual breakthrough of humanity in totality. And it's happening in real time. And so even though this is a dark time, it's a revolutionary time to be living right now. And none of us are as scared as we thought we would be as children. I remember hearing stories about, the end times. And we're here. And I remember being so scared. Like, I used to be like terrified about it. I used to hear it and be like literally traumatized. And I think a lot of us are just fed up. Like, we're tired of living in this cycle of repeating the same day. It almost feels like the day after tomorrow. It feels like, have you watched that movie where the girl had all time she had was it Alzheimer's, and she would wake up and she would just relive the same day over and over and over and over again. That's what us Americans are doing. That's our reality right now. And I think a lot of us are happy to be living in 2024 and witnessing what's going on. And I was watching this TikTok the other day, y'all. And it's really sad and funny at the same time, but sad that a lot of us are so excited for what's to come that when April 8th, the eclipse took place, people were on TikTok kind of sad. And they were saying that, like, they were sad that they woke up the next day and everything still remained the same. You know, the cycle of the rat race, you know, still having to, face inflation and just everything that's going on here in America. They were like, I know sounds bad, but he was like, I don't, I'm saying, I don't want to die or anything like that. But he said, it would be nice to wake up and this would just all be over with. He was like, basically, we need a new system because this one's not working, is what he was saying. But he was saying basically that, like, it's bad when you're kind of like, it is what it is if April 8th is the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because a lot of people felt that way on April 8th. A lot of people felt that way. And I mean, did you feel that way? I mean, drop it down below. Like, how did you feel about April 8th? Are you tired? What's your thoughts on what's going on in the world? I would like to know. Drop it down in the comment section. I'm curious to know, are you considering leaving the United States? Are you considering? Because is that something that's on your to-do list for 2024 or in the next 2 to 5 years? If so, drop it down in my comment section. I'm just curious to know. Who is like, you know what, this ain't for me. I'm trying to get a plan so I can get up out of here. Which is cool, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's a smart move, to be honest with you, if that's within your budget, and you know for a fact that once you land, you have a reliable income. But for the rest of us, what is your goals for 2024 as far as like how to maneuver through what's going on around us? What is your goals? Like, can you see yourself maybe starting a farm? Can you see yourself starting like a homestead? Or even if you live in an apartment like me, I live in an apartment. Are you considering doing like a patio garden, starting to learn how to grow your own food? What is your goals for 2024? I'm going to go ahead and close this out because your girl is about to go to Lowe's. I am starting a garden myself. I actually just started my seedlings, but I will be doing a vlog on the process of that. I was going to do one last week. However, the seedlings hasn't sprouted at that time, but it has now. So I'm going to go to Lowe's and just look around to see what type of pots I want to put them in because I'm working with a small space. But I would love to hear your ideas for 2024, your goals. And if you are a private person, that's okay too. I respect that. But I just would like to know. I would like to network with other people and see what they are planning. as an American? And if you aren't from this country, drop that down below too, because I would love to know where you are from. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and close this out. Peace.